That's good coffee. This is the last time that I will be recording in this little booth. I have spent hundreds of hours doing recordings in here. 12 of the 13 seasons that we've completed were done right here in this closet. And well, I say it's a closet all the time. Not everyone believes me, but there's really my clothes back there. And when I want to record, I have to pull a bin out from this seat. The train that you might have just heard is really going by all the time. I just put these acoustic panels up not too long ago, and they've actually really helped. The first season of this show I recorded on my phone, and I did most of it while being tucked in under a down comforter on my bed, even though it was fall and it was like 85 degrees outside and 95 in our apartment. Very bare bones. I mean, this is still pretty bare bones, to be honest. But some things have stayed the same. The people that I'm talking to have been awesome. I mean, they're spending their time with me and with you. And I've always had really good coffee when I'm doing these shows. In the beginning, Chris O'Brien from Coffee Cycle was my first and longest running Coffee Cycle expert. I learned a lot from him, not just on this show, but in the year I spent being a barista at his shop. When I asked him, "Hey, buddy, can you teach me about coffee? I'll pay you." And he said, "Sure, but why don't you just come work one day a week?" And I think in his head knew that would be, one day turned into 3, turned into 5 some weeks. And that hasn't changed. He's still, a go-to for me, and I'm still actually drinking his coffee. This is a blend that he and I are actually working on together as collaborators, which is really cool. Stay tuned for that. Roastar is helping us out with some really cool custom gusseted coffee bags. I'm continuing to talk right now. You're probably seeing this about episode 5 of season 14 because I'm just kind of letting this emotion bleed in, and sometimes it takes a minute. I've been in this neighborhood for a long time. It hasn't always been easy, as much as I love California, and we're moving. By the time you see this, we may have already moved at the end of the month, the end of May. And as excited as I am about a new adventure and to explore new places and maybe swap the ocean for some big trees and rivers, a lot of the last 5 years of my life have been spent in this little closet and connecting with people from the coffee industry who were generous enough to spend their time with me. They gave me a connection at a time when nobody was really getting connections. And I thought I didn't need them, but it turned out that I did. And actually enabled me to stay disconnected in real life a little bit longer than maybe some of you. And it made it harder for me to understand those of you that were going back out into the world during the heart of COVID too. So just a lot of that. And thank you for watching the show, the video version now, for listening to it before. Thank you to, our sponsors, not just Roastar, but of course Roastar, but Hasea, who's been around since the beginning, Coffee Cycle, Zoombar Coffee and Tea, Steady State, Maria Coffee, Camp Coffee Company, Ascend Coffee Roasters. I should have wrote this down. Civets, San Franciscan, the indies that were reaching out, Cozy K9. I know I'm missing somebody. If I do, I'm really sorry. I will find a way to thank you. I promise. When I said, "Hey, can I have like $5, $10, $15 to help me buy a microphone?" You all said yes, and we were off to the races. It's this microphone, actually. It's still the same one. I've just never replaced it. And to everyone who's listening, I think in the beginning there was like 4 or 5 of you, and now there's quite a few more. your niche audience that cares about coffee and entrepreneurship and people's journeys. And if I've learned anything from going to events like the Coffee Expo or Coffee Fests, it's that you care about each other in real life too. And you've cared about me, and I can't thank you enough. So, cheers to all of you. The next time that we chat, I will not be in this closet. I will be somewhere on the road, probably. Looking forward to rebuilding the vibe that I've grown to love here. Um, oh, that would have been a good moment for a train whistle, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll splice one in.